It's quite extraordinary when you think about the fact that every day and for all of our life, we are being exposed to sounds, we are making sounds, we are receiving sounds. Sound is bombarding us on every different level. It's affecting our heart, our nervous system, our breath, our respiration, everything. And yet we are so unaware of the power of sound. And it is such a blessing to be able to assist people in understanding the extraordinary energy inherent in sound. Sound is incredible. It's awesome. When you become introduced to the power of sound, it changes your entire life. As we begin to understand how sound can be used to heal us, to transform us, to change our consciousness, our senses open up, and indeed the very way that we perceive reality shifts and changes. Much of my work focuses upon what could be called healing sounds. That is, the use of sounds, most frequently the human voice, to restore balance to our physical body and our energy system. However, I think it's really important for us to understand that we can also use sound as a tool, much like acupressure, acupuncture, or any of the preventative medicines that can be utilized to keep us in a state of health and wellness, so that one does not have to be ill in order to practice and work with healing sounds. In fact, perhaps the best thing that we can do is to work with sound as a therapeutic and healing modality when we are in a state of health, so that we can maintain balance and harmony. We've been told since very, very young and early age that we couldn't sing. Perhaps we went out for choir and the teacher told us, you, mouth the words, you, go out for track, you, sing softly. And yet each and every one of us can learn to use our voice as an instrument for healing, as an instrument for self-transformation. It's an extraordinary gift and a power that each and every one of us has. I would like right now to take this opportunity to present to you some basic principles of how sound can be used as a therapeutic and transformative modality. Some of the basic principles of using sound for healing. The first principle is the concept of resonance. Resonance, very, very simply stated, is the natural, normal, healthy vibrational rate of an object. Sound travels as a wave. How fast or slow and how many waves per second occur is called the frequency of a sound. Very, very slow moving waves create very, very deep sounds. Very, very fast moving waves create very, very high sounds. Now we hear from around 16 of these waves, very slow and deep, to around 16,000. Children, in fact, can probably hear upwards of 18 to 20,000 cycles a second. But as we get older, this hearing begins to diminish a bit. On a piano, the lowest note is around 20-25 cycles per second. The highest note is around 4,000. So the deepest note on the piano is around 20-25, and the highest is around 4,000. Another example of the difference in frequencies. Now, I'm going to ask you for today, and perhaps for the rest of your lives, to begin to perceive of sound as that which is much greater than what falls within our auditory bandwidth. In fact, begin to perceive of sound as the ancient mystics would perceive of sound, telling us from the East that Nada Brahman, the world is sound. And in fact, our cetacean friends, the dolphins, can project and receive information upwards of 180,000 cycles a second, which is 10 times greater than our level of hearing, and many, many more times greater in terms of our level of sound projection. To us, it isn't sound, but to a dolphin, it is. And indeed, that aspect of even the dolphin's ability is a small bandwidth in terms of the world of vibration.